tough times, it's always a good idea to make do with what you have rather than buy something brand new.
That is right. That's so true for lighting. You can actually update antique lighting fixtures to make them safe while still keeping that beautiful classic look, because that's so important.
And here to tell us about restoring those old fixtures, Mark Oken of Restoration Lighting Gallery is back. Welcome back. It's good to have you here again.
Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Good. We want to mention Restoration Lighting Gallery is part of the Connecticut Lighting Centers family, right?
That's correct. Yep.
And you guys specialize in antique and restored fixtures?
Antique restored fixtures, American made, a lot of custom stuff, altering pieces for people, lampshades, finials, just really, really nice stuff for the home.
And you brought some beautiful stuff, some before and then some after, big transformations, because you can take something that's not looking so great and actually make it into a masterpiece.
What a difference.
Huge, huge, really, really.
Show us some of that.
It's very distinctive what could happen. You know, your flea market find, or maybe it's a grandmother's piece that's up in the attic, and you take from this tarnished piece and bring it back to a beautiful, beautiful polished brass candlestick. What's really neat about these is these are Bradley and Hubbard, made right in Meriden, Connecticut around the 1900s.
Oh, that is cool.
And what's cool is the ceramic piece that's on top, never find it with it. So that's really a cool piece.
Now, Des always teases me because I had been shopping for sconces for my dining room, and I had a hard time finding ones that I really like, and you took this old one and really made it look more modern.
This is very, this is very you. I know you
I love
that.
It's classic.
Yes,
yeah.
it is that classic look.
This is an old 1930s wall sconce, and what you're going to see is, if I was to lift this up, you'd see burnt wires and burned out sockets and brittleness just from age and heat. What we've done is we've cleaned it, we've replaced all the wires, cleaned up the sockets, and now it's safe, it's good looking, can be used in the home for another 40, 50 years without any problems.
These are beautiful lamps, aren't they?
Yeah.
What did you do with this one here?
These table lamps, if you believe it or not, the one on the right is all nicotine stained, and it's old and it's grungy looking. When we cleaned it up, we expected to see an antique brass, but underneath was a polished nickel. The accent. So we did nothing but clean this piece.
So sometimes you don't really know what you're going to find.
Correct.
When you go to restore it.
Under the dirt could be so many really neat and beautiful things. Safety, beauty, that's what we're all about over at Restoration Lighting Gallery.
I mean, you've been doing this for how many years? I mean, this is what you do. You've been doing it. You said he's been making his own lamps and doing like that since 18 years old?
Since 18, I started pouring my own lamps. The fellows we have working with us, the craftsmen doing this, have been doing it for almost 80 years together.
So you have an eye for this stuff.
We've been looking at it. One fellow, Paul, he can look at it and say, oh, that screw's not original. And he'll know just by looking at the piece because he's been touching them for so long.
Wow.
So what did you find with the floor lamps?
With the floor lamps, this is just showing you a different way of bringing it back to a restoration mode. This is just a dirty floor lamp. It was a 3-light. All we did was clean it. So that's the original brass finish. We turned it into a 6-way lamp. It lights. It's got energy-efficient bulbs, nice American-made shade on it, nice finial finishes off. It goes in any room now. Just a beautiful lamp that you can't find the craftsmanship or the artistry that's done on this lamp.
Yeah, the finials always add that little delicate touch
extra
to it.
touch.
It's kind of like the jewelry, the pins, the ring, the scarf.
brooch.
It's just the neck piece that you have to have.
The gold, whatever it is.
Right.
You can't get enough
You know
of it.
all about that,
I know
Fontaine.
all about taking it on to Mr. T kit.
You know what's fun when you're restoring, though, is that you can take obscure pieces.
Yes.
Maybe if you have an affinity for something or a hobby like photography, and you can kind of make it into something.
We can basically make a lamp out of anything. Skis, musical instruments, and even so the musical instruments can still be used.
motorcycle.
We've done gas tanks for motorcycles. Guy stopped riding, but he wanted his custom tank. Motorcycle boots that look like they're just hitting the tar with a lamp coming out of it. Cameras. Just so many
I love
different
what you've done
things.
with this one, though, because I don't know about you, but you end up with all these beautiful vases at home or vases, and then you never know what to do with them. They just kind of mount up. You're just waiting on flowers, and you'll be waiting till like God knows when before you get more flowers.
Oh, I just go outside and cut them myself.
Oh, we know. Hydrangea galore, Sonia Baghdady.
But if you want something in the fall or the winter,
you can do something fun with it.
So this was a vase that you turned into a lamp?
into a lamp. And you can take any art piece, whether it's maybe your son or daughter threw a piece of clay in art class and you want to turn it into a lamp, or you've just got this cool vase you want to use all the time, not just once in a while. Flea market find, a tag sale treat. Something that you want to turn into a lamp, we can do it for you.
How cool. And we were talking about finials before. Can you get, I don't know if you can get a close-up shot of that, but yeah, it is that little added
Blown
touch.
glass, Millefiori finial with a string shade, just really phenomenal.
And you actually, what's really cool is that we had a lamp that you all restored for us, and this is one of the pieces that you restored. Can you walk us through what you actually did to this here?
This particular piece, believe it or not, we did very little to on the exterior. We just cleaned it. That's original paint, the original brass finish. It's a 1910, 1920 lamp, all original casting. We made it safe. We put good lighting in there, even energy efficient. Nice fresh shade. Finished it right
And
off.
it's part of our Connecticut style set now. Something else we'd like to keep part of our set.
I was going to say, yeah, for a very long time.
The chandelier over here.
This chandelier is,
beautiful,
this is a phenomenal piece. Very hard to find these cast brass baskets with the flowers coming over the edge. But when you look at the detail, which you really can't see on TV, but when you come into the store, you'll see it. Just the handwork that's done to create a piece like that. That artistry is just gone.
Well,
or you're going to pay
getting some of the
tens
look
of thousands of dollars for it.
Now, safety is really a big part in terms of updating these, because if you're going to keep them in your home, you want to make sure that they're safe, and you want to make sure the old lights aren't a hazard, right?
Correct. Safety is really important. We're going to go through, we're going to replace cords, we're going to check everything. If you bring in your lamp just for a lampshade, we're going to do a free safety inspection. You don't even have to buy anything. Just bring the lamp in, we're going to check it, make sure the cord's good, plugs are right, sockets are correct, not burned out. People touch a lamp every day and they lose track of, you know, how dangerous it really can be. But you're putting electricity through there for 10 years, 20 years, and they often say, well, it works fine, up until it stops working.
Right.
And we'll check that for you, we'll make it safe, we'll put in good components, and it just, it'll last you another 20 or 30 years.
That's what we love, and in these tough times, that's what you need to be doing.
Saving some cash.
Hey,
Fontaine.
I'm all about it. High five. There you go.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
yes, there we are. Hey, listen, if you do want to start from scratch, Restoration Lighting Gallery has tons of options for your home. And of course, we do want to make sure that we talk about the sconces on our set. I just want to give a big shout out that you provided us with beautiful sconces, so we want to thank you for that as well.
And if you want any of these great looks for your home, or you're interested in restoring some of your old fixtures, there's the information right there for Connecticut Lighting Centers and Restoration Lighting Gallery. All the information on your screen. Of course, you can always come to our website, WTNH.com, and click on the Connecticut Style link.
That is right,
Mark,
Mark.
thanks for
Oaken,
coming
thank you
in.
so much for being
Pleasure,
here.
always.
It's great to see
Thank
you
you.
again.
And
Thank
any
you.
other lamps that you want to drop off,
Yeah.
anything, feel free.
Okay.
All right? Listen, don't go anywhere. More Connecticut Style coming your way right after this.
Be right back. Thanks. Beautiful stuff. Thank you.